Good morning, everyone. Now, today we are going to discuss something very important, which is very useful as there is a lots of thing in the society prevail which is illogical. Okay. Now, I hope you have understood the law. Illogical in the sense means something which do not have any base, but still we believe on those things. Okay. Yes. Can I get some examples from you? Which are the things which do not have any logic? Still, we used to believe. Yes. Okay. Yes. Blind faith, superstitions. Can you give me the examples of some blind faith superstitions? Yeah. The students are giving nice example that we mostly put the lemon and chili on our doorstep. Okay, if black cat come in the front of us, so it can create a bad luck for us. Okay, then some other thing. If yes, if a cat cross the path, so we should do not go. Yeah, very good, student. So these are the some illogical things on which we should not believe. Is that clear? So now today which lesson we are going to discuss, it depend on this thought only. Okay. And our author has given the name to this thought as intellectual rubbish. Okay. Something which is totally rubbish. It should not be prevail in the society. So our author is talking about something which is rubbish, totally rubbish. So now you can see. Now let us discuss something about our writer, that is Bertrand Russell. Bertrand, Bertrand Arthur William Russell. This is the full name. Now, who was he? He was a British philosopher. Philosopher, you all know, logician, someone who talks about some logical thinking, essayist and social critic. Okay, now for which thing he is best known? He is best known for his work in mathematical logic and analytical philosophy, analytical analysis, okay, of the different things. Now, over the course of a long career, Russell also made important contribution to a broad range of other subjects, which include ethics, politics, educational theory, and religious studies. Okay, so these are the different fields where he studied a lot and he made lots of thinking and he noted down all those thinking. So one of his writing we are going to study today. That is intellectual rubbish. But as we know, there are two words came in the chapter, intellectual and rubbish. Both things are different. They are opposite to each other. Okay, so whenever we got some opposite word together, now intellectual is talks about very good and rubbish is totally bad. So the two things came together. So what does it called as? It is called as oxymoron. Now you can get here. Act naturally. Act means to do something not natural, but act naturally, it is the two opposite words come together. Then liquid, gas, open, secret, Sound of silence, sweet sorrow, original copy, only choice, growing smaller. Okay, so these are the some opposite words came together. So what does it is called as? It is called as oxymoron. Okay, now you have to complete the following fill-ups. What a dash mess you have got us into. Not, not, no, no. Yeah, according to the word mess, the clear should be there. But as it is not fits with the sentence, yes. So we can take what a complete mess you have got us into, right? Yeah, wonderful also you can use. Then it's a dash imitation of a real of a diamond necklace. Very good, Anushka. Real imitation. Very good. My trip to Mathiran was a very good holidays. Opposite working holiday. Then with such heavy makeup, she looks dash. Yes, ugly is opposite is pretty. So answer will be pretty. A dash crowd gathered to see the magic show. Yes, it will be small. Okay, little also you can use, small also you can use. Very good. So these are now I hope all of you understood the what is oxymoron. Oxymoron something that contrasting words that go together are uh, examples of language device called oxymoron. Is that clear? Okay. Uh, to avoid the various foolish opinion to which mankind are prone, no superhuman genius is required. A few simple rules will keep you not from all error, but from silly error. Okay. Now, what the writer is talking about here, what he said, that there are lots of foolish opinion in the society, and for that, all the mankind is prone. Now, what do I mean prone? With prone in the sense something which is not pleasant, something which is unpleasant. And yes, we are what he said that we can overcome all these silly things, foolish things, and for that we don't have to do a lot of work. Okay, we as a common man only can do. It may be possible that you will not overcome from all the silly errors, but you can, yes, come out of some silly errors. So it is very important that whenever the things are going to be happen, we should take it logically. Whatever the thing has been said to you to do, that you should do logically. First think logically how it is logically important, then only you should have to do the thing. Now, what he said further, if the matter is one that can be settled by observation, make the observation yourself. Okay, what is it? Whatever the thing has been done, and if it can be solved by observation, by just if you are able to uh, get the solution of your illogical thinking just by observation, so you should do that. Nobody will tell you to do that observation. Now here example is given about the Aristotle. We already know Aristotle. What he said, The Aristotle's thinking was that uh, women have fewer teeth than men. By the simple device of asking Mrs. Aristotle to keep her mouth open while he counted, he did not do so because he thought he knew. Okay, so now this illogical thinking of Aristotle can be changed, or it can be rectified. If Aristotle has done a small thing that he has observed, he just tell her wife to open the mouth and he just counted the teeth, because it is wrong. Every human being got this same things. Okay, two eyes are there to each and every human being. Then the two ears, one nose, mouth, and that 32 teeth also. Okay, so this can be uh, this thought can be rectified if the Aristotle has done the observation, but he did not done that observation, and he just gone through this thinking. Why? Because he thought that whatever he is thinking is the correct. Okay, and as he thought that he knew everything, so that is why he did not do the observation. But this should not be there. Even though you know all the things, you should do an observation. It will enhance your knowledge more. Now, one of the example has given that hedgehogs eat black beetles. What the writer said, I believe to myself that hedgehogs, I think you know, it is a small mammal with spiny, with lots of spines. Okay, so what is it? That it was my belief that hedgehogs eat black beetles. Beetles means it is insects like cockroach. Because I have been told that they do. But if I'm going to writing, what is it? If it is my belief, it has been told to me that the hedgehogs eating the black beetle. But if I want to write a book, so I will not write this on the basis of my thinking. I'll do a research on it, and after that, with some proof, I'm going to write this thing. But if I just write like this, so it can create a lot of superstition in the society if it is not correct. But in relation with the Aristotle, what he said, Aristotle was not so much cautious. That is why he has written like this. I hope this much is clear. So what is the first important thing to come out or the silly error, or that is intellectual rubbish? That is observation. You should do, or you should observe the thing, then only you are able to come out these silly things. Now the second, many matters, however, are less easily brought to the test of experience. If, like most of mankind, you have passionate convictions, firm belief on many such matters, there are ways in which you can make yourself aware of your own bias. Okay, now it may be happen that I and you also have some such beliefs, and do not want to change our beliefs. But it should be not like that. Now, what happened if you say to someone that sun is rising to the east, and the person is not believe, and he said the sun is rises to the west. So what will be your behavior at that time? You will feel angry, as he is going against to your thinking. Is that clear? So This will make you angry. So you should be make aware yourself from your own bias. If you're not right, bias in the sense prejudice, the thinking of something, just with the name you make some judgment about the opposite thing or a person, that is called as bias. So you should be come out of all this prejudice, and then only you are able to understand. If you're wrong, you should accept it, and how it you are going to find out that you are right or wrong. If you are going to do an experiment. Okay, now one of the example is given in your textbook, that is, if someone maintains that 2 and 2 are 5, or that island is on the equator, what will be your behavior? You should not be angry at that time, but you should feel pity for that person, as they do not have that much knowledge. Okay, as if you do not have a lot of knowledge of that particular field, then only that time you are able to feel angry, as you're not able to defend yourself. So you should have a complete knowledge of the thing, then only it will help you. The most serious controversies are those about matters as to which there is no good evidence either way. So whenever you find yourself getting angry about a difference of opinion, be on your guard. You will probably find an examination that your belief is going beyond what the evidence warrants. So whenever you feel that the opinion or whatever the opinion you have about something, it is going be totally opposite, so it doesn't matter that it doesn't mean, sorry, that you should feel angry, but you should try to do an experiment and try to evidence related to your own belief. And if you are able to collect the evidence, so you are able to prove yourself. And if you are not able to collect your evidence in relation with your belief, it means you are wrong. So at that time you have to change the thinking. I hope this much is clear, understood to everyone. Let us move to the next. Now, what is the best thing to get rid of all this thing? Okay, if you want to get rid of all this thing, so what is a good way to get rid of all this certain of the dogmatism? Dogmatism in the sense something which insists that it is true, but it does not have any evidence. Okay, dogmatism in the sense something on which people believe, but they don't have any reason why they believe. That is called as dogmatism. In short, we can say dogmatism is a kind of superstition. So if you want to get yourself away from this kind of dogmatism, so what you have to do? You should aware of your own belief. A good way of ridding yourself of certain kinds of dogmatism is to become aware of opinions held in social circle different for you from your own. You should find out all the belief and you have to do judgment. Now, what the writer said, when he was young, uh, he most of the time stay outside of the country. So he traveled at many places. Germany, France, Italy, and United States. So what he found, it was a very profitable because he is not able to develop prejudice, insular prejudice. Now, what is insular means? Disinterested in ideas of the foreign countries. We sometimes we have some we don't show any interest to other countries. So that has not been developed in the mind of the author, as he has traveled at many places, and because of that he knows all the different rules and regulations of the different society. If you cannot travel, seek out people with whom you disagree and read a newspaper belonging to a party that is not yours. If the people and the newspaper seem mad, perverse, and wicked, remind yourself that you seem so to them. In this opinion, both parties may be right, but they cannot both be wrong. This reflection should generate a certain caution. Okay, now what happens sometimes, as we mostly do not move out of the uh, nation, so it is not possible every time. So what you can do, you can communicate with the people, okay, deals with different countries religion. Then you can read the newspaper, which has different opinions than different political views. What this will do, this will help you, to generate a caution, as you will feel that no one is wrong and no one is totally right. Now, but it can be wrong. This understanding others' culture can create a wrong thing also, because sometimes instead of changing our own belief, we believe on the others. Okay. For example, here example is given in your textbook. Now you can see this lady who has the short legs, short feet. Now, previously, there was a custom in the 17th century, in the custom with the Chinese people, um, that they used to have short feet. The woman should have short feet. And the custom with the Manchus, that they should have a ponytail. You can see the ponytail here. So now what happened? When the Manchus conquered the China, so instead of living their own bad customs, what they have done, they just exchange them their customs. And now what happened after that, they have adopted each of those customs, and Chinese have continued to wear pigtails until they shook off the dominion of the Manchus in the revolution of 1911. So every time traveling to foreign countries does not work. Sometimes it can affect badly too. So whenever you believe, the main idea is that only whenever you want to believe on someone, it is very important that you should have a logical reason behind that. Okay, if Chinese or Manchus had just tried to find out the logical reason behind their customs, so might they have not adopted each other's custom, but they didn't try that, and they adopted each other's custom. Now, one of the way has given here, the next. For those who have enough psychological imagination, it is a good plan to imagine an argument with a person having a different bias. This has one advantage and only one. As compared with actual conversation with opponents, this one advantage is that the method is not subject to the same limitations of time and space. Now, what here said the author, it talks about the psychological imagination. Now, what is a psychological imagination? You might have seen that sometimes there are people are just in a deep imagination and they are thinking something. And some people, they just try to talk with themselves. Okay, it is a called a kind of psychological imagination. Now, what the writer want to tell that if you want to do an argument with someone who has a different bias, you can imagine that within your mind only, in your imagination. Okay, now what is the advantage of, for this? That only one person is there, that is your opponent in your mind. Okay, and because of that, what will happen? You are able to maintain your self-esteem. Okay, as you are the only person who was talking to someone who do not have proper knowledge according to you, and that is why you're talking to that person. So there is no way that your self-esteem should be lower down. Now here example is given. Mahatma Gandhi deployed railways and steamboats and machineries. He would have liked to undo the whole of the industrial revolution. You may have never an opportunity of actually meeting anyone who holds this opinion, because in Western countries most people take the advantage of modern technique for granted. But if you want to make sure that you are right in agreeing with the prevailing opinion, you will find a good plan to test the arguments that occur to you by considering that Gandhi might have said in refutation of them. Refutation in the sense disapproval. Refutation, disapproval. I have sometimes been led actually to change my mind as a result of this kind of imaginary dialogue. And short of this, I have frequently found myself growing less dogmatic and cocksure. Cocksure, arrogantly confident. Here it is a adjective. Cocksure, it means arrogantly confident. Realizing the possible reasonable of a hypothetical opponent. Now, hypothetical opponent based on your own assumption. Yes, Lara, it can be. What we understood that psychological imagination is very important, as it helps to develop your arguing capacity, and at the same time there is no limitation of time and space. As much as you want to argue, you can argue with your opponent in your mind. And when you are arguing with your opponent in your mind, so at that time you become more and more arrogant, and you can make that person to shut up in your mind. Maybe in reality you are not able to do that, But in your dream, in your imagination, whatever you want, you can do. Is that clear? If you want to make your opinion to be win, you can do that also. Is that clear? Not able to believe on that. Okay, what are the most savage controversies about? What are the most savage controversies about? What are